Hey Nathan, can we call this Roman and Nathan's garage?
Well, I mean, I do serve as a proxy for Andre more often than not, so why not?
So Andre is driving the new Rivian R1S, not the truck, but the SUV.
Correct.
So me and Nathan are manning the store, and we just got some breaking news from Chevy. So we wanted to interrupt your normally scheduled programming for this, Nathan. What is that little thing right there?
If you look really carefully, you might make out the shape of the next generation Chevy Colorado.
ZR2.
This is the ZR2. This is what we expect to be a very new truck. Not necessarily completely new from the ground up, but mostly new. So there's a teaser video that we just got. We're going to show you guys the teaser video. We're going to pause it in a few spots. And we're going to talk about what we think this vehicle is going to have.
Yeah, and then we're going to speculate what we think it should have.
Yeah. Sorry, no Hemis in this one.
All right, let's not keep them waiting anymore, and we'll stop at critical points.
Yeah.
And kind of discuss it. So that doesn't really show you much, right? The Safari may block the front camera view. So there's a Safari bar, Nathan.
Yeah, and you'll see the Safari bar in just a sec.
And there's no exhaust note, so there's music underneath there, so we're just showing you.
Yeah, we're not playing the music, but we are showing you this. So this is the very front end, and if you go a little bit, there we go. Ooh,
just missed it, huh?
Yeah, just missed it. So the front end is going to show that Safari bar that they were talking about. But look at this, an all-new headlight design, an all-new front end grille design, all-new intake design. Even looks like the hood has been altered to be a little bit more aerodynamic, perhaps. This looks a lot more like a Chevy Silverado, which is no surprise. We've heard that this is going to look like a smaller Silverado, kind of taking a page from Ford's book, which the new Ranger looks like a smaller F-150, right?
Dare I say a baby Chevy Silverado ZR2?
Why not?
Yeah, I mean that's what that looks like to me. And if you guys have been following, you know that we have a ZR2 in our fleet right now, and that's not a bad thing, Nathan. I'm super impressed by the ZR2.
That thing is a beast. Off-road, it's fantastic. But what it actually follows was the original ZR2 Colorado, front and rear lockers. There was an option for the V6 or the diesel engine. We'll talk about that in a sec.
Multimatic shocks.
Exactly, the DSSVs. So there's a lot of components that we expect to see carried over, like the suspension system, but there's a lot to talk about in terms of its overall design. It's a really good shot.
That's a really good shot, yeah. And, immediately you can tell that there's like air inlets here, air outlets here, so we're probably not looking at an electric truck. We're probably looking at an internal combustion engine.
Yeah, this may be the last hurrah for a midsize internal combustion vehicle built by Chevrolet, or GM for that matter, that happens to be a pickup. All right, here's a good shot of the rear.
So there you go.
Now, what does that look like to you? That looks exactly like
a ZR2 Silverado.
It looks just like the Silverado. And on top of that, you could see up here, they have a whole bed little thing. In fact, the black camera view,
They're calling it a Safari bar, Nathan.
Yeah, Safari bar. Okay, so
just keep rebranding it.
Safari bar.
Roll bar, Safari bar.
If they call it a roll bar, then they're on the line to say that's actually going to save you in a roll, and I don't think that's the case here. It's a light bar, which is what other people would call it. So you can see the rear of it a little bit right there. Now here we go, interior shot. Now one of the problems that the
there you go. That's a good shot.
It's a good shot of the steering wheel. We'll start with the steering wheel.
Different buttons.
Yeah, different buttons, a different shape up here as well. This looks like an all-new steering wheel, which looks like it comes almost directly out of the Chevy Silverado. The dashboard, the glimpses that we got of it look like it's a completely different design as well. Once again, we expect the interior to be pretty much all new, and it's something that had to be changed. Why? Because the old one kind of sucked, right?
Yeah, when it came out, it was probably like on par with the competition.
Right.
But since then, just a lot of mid-sized trucks. And let's face it, the Rivian is a mid-sized truck. I know it's a little weird, but it is a mid-sized truck.
Okay, it is.
And it completely kind of raised the bar in terms of interior. So now Chevy has to answer.
Yeah, and recently we drove the Nissan Frontier, and that had a great interior with very comfortable seats, far better than the Chevrolet, and in my book, the Ford as well. So if you can see right in there, that's kind of
lost it. There
it goes. Okay.
Yeah. It's a handsome truck. I like it.
It's, from what we could see, it's a handsome little truck. I always thought it was a decent looking truck from the beginning, but now it looks like they kept the overall silhouette, but they've altered the sheet metal, which makes total sense.
You know what's interesting? What do you think that is above the wheels? You think those are like little like fins, like shark fins?
I think that's exactly what they are. I think those are ports that will shove out air that's going up and over the front tires and will help cool the brakes. That's what I'm guessing it's going to be, or they could be stickers.
Yeah, all right.
They could totally be stickers.
We push our limits so you can too.
Yes.
Wow. All right, so let's talk about powertrains. What do you think is going to be under the hood, Nathan?
All right. Now, currently, there's 3 powertrains that are available on a Chevy Colorado. The base model has the 2.5 liter little 4-cylinder. That's the wheezy 200 horsepower thing. It's all right. 3.6 liter V6, which is 308 horsepower. Currently, one of the more powerful powertrains out there. That's not turbocharged. And then they've got the 2.8 liter turbo diesel, which is the torque monster and the towing champ. This is all in the current one. Currently, with that setup, with the 2.8 liter turbo diesel, you could tow up to 7,700 pounds. Best in class. But, well, not counting electric vehicles. We're not talking about electrics right now. Now they have a new possible powertrain. We've been talking about this for about a year now.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting powertrain because it's a 4-cylinder.
That is correct. So the new Silverado is going to have as a standard engine the 2.7 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Its output, 310 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque.
Which is mind-blowing, Nathan, for a 4-cylinder.
For a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, I know.
That is more torque than the 5.3 GM, the 5-liter Ford Coyote, the 5.7 liter Ram, the 5.6 liter in the Nissan, and even the 5.7 liter that used to be in the Toyota Tundra. That is a ton of torque. So if they put this powertrain in that, it will leapfrog Ford, who currently has some of the higher power numbers, and Nissan that currently has the highest horsepower numbers. It'll absolutely be a monster if they keep these numbers. Also, we expect to see the 10-speed automatic transmission find its way into there. Currently, it has an 8-speed automatic transmission.
So, exciting times. Let's talk about the competition really quick. I was up in the mountains yesterday, Nathan, and I caught the new Rangers up there testing. As you know, they've been unveiled for the world market, but not for America, and we're expecting them to be very similar.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'll do? I'll put that video up on now as well, so people can see what it looks like.
That'd be great.
And then, of course, we know that the Tacoma has been delayed. So that won't be a new Tacoma, at least not for 2023.
Right.
And you know, the Honda has just been sort of kind of refreshed.
Yeah, a little bit.
They got the kind of the better, more off-roady look. Yeah. I'm not going to go with, you know.
They have a new package. They went with it. It's a great vehicle. Don't get me wrong, but
and people are like, "What about Ram?" Yeah, what about Ram?
Yeah, well, the rumor mill. They even announced that they will be building another pickup. But whether or not it's going to be an electric pickup, a hybrid pickup, or whatever, whether it's going to be something that competes directly with this.
Yeah, I think Ram doesn't, you know, they're part of Stellantis. They don't want to compete with Jeep, right? So the Gladiator is selling very well.
And Gladiator does compete in the segment.
And Gladiator does compete, and it's, you know, still relatively a young and fresh truck.
Right.
And so, yeah, you know, I think this is going to be an interesting addition. And if you're a Chevy fan, this is exciting times, I think.
Yeah, now just so you know, they say the official debut is going to be in July on the 28th, 2022.
Yeah, that's not too far, 5 days.
Yeah, so
we'll get you all
No, it's next month.
Oh, we're in June, yeah.
Yeah, we're in June still.
I was so excited.
You didn't take your Geritol today, did you? Oh, man.
So I think we may be in Alaska for that with the lightning.
Yeah, you guys will be. But, you know, we'll have people around to cover this, of course. And
I should know that because, look, if you go here, look at that.
There it goes.
Yeah.
So there's the official date in case you were thrown off by Roman. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments below. Do you like the design language? Do you like where Chevy's heading with the ZR2? Obviously, you're wondering about the Bison. Will there be a Bison version? I suspect there'll be a Bison version. So, you know, Chevy has taken the bull by the horn when it comes to midsize.
Or the Bison by the horn.
Or the Bison by the horn, that's true. When it comes to midsize off-roaders.
Yeah.
And this looks like they're, you know, going down that road some more, which is great because I bet you Ford will have, well, we know this, they're going to have a Raptor version of the Ranger. So
these are exciting times, guys. I mean, you guys are going to benefit. Okay, we can't buy one in a dealership yet, but the point is that at least the vehicles are coming out, and this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, thanks for watching. Remember, if you want to keep up on all of our videos, just go to alltfl.com. And then today, we're selling a Volkswagen Golf R over at tflbids.com.
All right.
So if you want a Golf R, head on over there. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and then we now return you to your regular, everyday YouTube programming. See you next time. Ciao.